Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Excellency, the Foreign Minister of Egypt, values the efforts exerted by His Majesty the Sultan in dealing with the international and regional issues. The Consultative Council of GCC discusses in Muscat aspects related to social networking. And the Ministry of Oil and Gas reveals during a press conference that the Rabab Harweel project will be activated within this year. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency Dr. President Haji Gain Gob of Namibia on his country's independence anniversary. His Excellency Sameh Shukri, Foreign Minister of the Arab Republic of Egypt, valued the efforts exerted by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos to deal with the international and regional issues, describing the Sultanate's role in this regard as positive and effective. In an interview with Oman News Agency, His Excellency the Egyptian Minister stressed that the Omani-Egyptian ties are strong, historical and deep, and reflect the vision of His Majesty the Sultan and Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. He pointed out that the wisdom of His Majesty contributes in enhancing Arab coordination through dialogue and discussion, saying that his country valued the Sultanate's stances and their positive role towards the Arab causes. He also stressed that the Omani-Egyptian relations are fraternal, historical, and stable, pointing to the mutual cooperation between the two countries in ports, industrial, economic areas, and maritime navigation. His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, praised the efforts exerted by the advisory body within the framework of the overall work of the Gulf Cooperation Council and the views and ideas it presents on many issues and the preservation of the Council's march. This came during a meeting of the Consultative Council of the Supreme Council of the Gulf Cooperation Council GCC in Muscat, where His Excellency said that the Sultanate provides all support for the success of these meetings by all available means. From his part, His Excellency Dr. Abdel Latif bin Rashid al-Zayani, Secretary General of the Gulf Cooperation Council, stressed on the positive role of the advisory body and its studies since its establishments in all fields, which have enhanced the Gulf integration. During the meeting, several topics were discussed, including social networking between importance and caution, women and comprehensive development in the GCC countries, and aspects of strategic cooperation between the GCC countries. The Ministry of Oil and Gas revealed at its annual conference that the Sultanate's total reserves of oil reached around 5 billion barrels last year, whereas the gas reserve reached around 24 trillion cubic feet. During the conference, it was pointed out that the estimated cost of projects implanted recently in the oil and gas sector was more than 32 billion US dollars, which represent 40% of the local value. The ministry also revealed during the press conference that the Rabab Harweel project will be activated within this year and the seismic survey of one of the sea concession zones is finished. The Omanization in the oil and gas sector reached 82% with a total of more than 14,900 employees by the end of 2018. From its side, Petroleum Development Oman Company pointed out that the company's oil production reached more than 610,000 barrels per day and more than 64,000 barrels of condensate, where its gas production reached 65 million cubic meters per day. Technological challenges and research findings in the food industry were the topics discussed in the Food Technology Forum at Sultan Qaboos University. The forum also included a number of papers in the field of food technology as well as accompanying exhibition, which included a series of studies, research, and innovations in the field of food technology. The forum aims at achieving a real and effective partnership between government, academic, and industrial sectors to integrate visions among all sectors in the food industry, review national strategies to support research and development, support the establishment of emerging enterprises in the food industry with academic knowledge and research results.
Provides an opportunity to learn more about how research in food.
The Royal Air Force of Oman celebrated the graduation of a new batch of students of Air Force Technical College in various specializations. The commander of the college delivered a speech in which he talked about the development and modernization phases witnessed by the college during its educational and training march during the prosperous era of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. A documentary film on the college was displayed during the graduation ceremony. At the end of the event, Major General Matar bin Salim al-Blushi, Commander of the Royal Army of Oman, handed over prizes and appreciation certificates to toppers of the graduates from different specializations. Still to come on News Bulletin. The Governorate of Bahrain hosts the Family and Child Road Traffic Forum as its third destination.
Why is competition good for businesses? Businesses compete in things like price, quality, and service to win new customers who could be other businesses as well as consumers. Being competitive can mean more customers choose you rather than your rivals. But when businesses collude and don't compete, this can lower down the quality and service, and the consumers paying more than they should. This is an unlawful practice and can stop consumers from getting more options on goods and services with better quality and better prices. That's why the Competition Protection and Monopoly Prevention Law was issued to regulate the freedom of practicing any economic activities and stabilize the principles of the market rules and freedom of pricing in such manner that the same shall not restrict competition, prevent the same, or be negatively affected, thereby to benefit consumers, businesses, and the national economy. Breaching any of the law's clauses could lead to prison sentences and fines up to 100,000 Omani riyals. The punishment can also include paying 10% of the total annual sales of the products subject of the violation, as well as damage to the business's reputation. Help us in preventing anti-competitive activities by contacting the following numbers. And to know more about the law and the prohibited activities, please visit our website www.cmc.om. Competition Protection and Monopoly Prevention Center.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The National Committee for Narcotics and Psychotropic Substances Affairs held its first meeting of the year. During the meeting, it discussed the National Center for Narcotics and Psychotropic Substances project and the National Strategy on Combating Narcotics and Psychotropic Substances. The committee also reviewed achievements and challenges facing the Ministry of Health in operating Addiction Treatment and Rehabilitation Center in the Governorate of North Al-Batina. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al-Saidi, Minister of Health and Chairman of the committee. A ceremony was organized in the Wilaya of Sohar for handing over Recovery Center for Drug Addiction Treatment and Rehabilitation in the Governorate of North Batina to the Ministry of Health. The center was built as a result of partnership between Jusur Enterprise and Ministry of Health in cooperation with a number of government and civil establishments. The center was funded by the private sector at the cost of more than 1.6 million Omani riyals. It can accommodate more than 1,000 cases annually. The center provides specialized services to treat and rehabilitate drug patients in the governorate of North al-Batana and neighboring governorates, which will help this targeted group and provide rehab and care services. His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed al-Saidi, Minister of Health, stressed that the drugs problem is increasing on the local and global level. He said that the number of drugs addiction patients who had been recorded for treatment from 2004 to 2018 amounted to 6,400, adding that this is alarming figure does not reflect the real number of drug addicts. He also said that the inaugurated center will take care of drugs addicts and rehab them to join the labor market and involve them in the society. To provide 148 residential units in the governorate of Muscat, Al-Khanji Company for Real Estate Development launched its new project, Rimal 2. The project will be established on an area of 44,000 meters and its designs are derived from the Omani architecture. Our reporter Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi has more details on the following report.
Using optimum designs inspired by the authentic Omani architecture, Al-Khanji Real Estate and Development Company Aqar launched its new project Rimal 2 in the Wilaya of Bosher.
Rimal 2, it is attached to Rimal 1, which is can facilitate all the services in Rimal 1 to Rimal 2 and from Rimal 2 to Rimal 1, which is after we complete our Rimal 2 construction, we will have 4 swimming pools, 2 for the adults and 2 for the kids. We will have a gym for men's and another gym for women. We will also have a barbecue area can be utilized for families, especially in the weekends. And also there is a kids playground. And we don't forget there is a Q Centro, a shopping center in the ground floor of both Rimal 1 and 2.
The project will be built on an area of 44,000 meters to provide 148 housing units, 3 floors dedicated to car parks, and retail stores covering 8,500 square meters, taking into account the potential of SMEs. The project is due to be completed by the end of 2021.
The apartment selling price will start from 38,995, and also for the shops will start from 27,995, which is we encourage the small and medium enterprises to jump in and buy their long-term assets.
Rimal 2 is a vital strategic project that will enhance investments in residential units in the Sultanate and will provide a model environment for families looking for the best housing in terms of building quality and location. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
The first Omani caviar product under the name Sama Caviar was inaugurated in cooperation between Alberg Global Investments and Basma Company. The inauguration ceremony included a presentation on the health benefits of caviar, such as improving blood pressure and circulation. The product will be released in the local market in the coming days after conducting an extensive feasibility study. The company will establish the first sturgeon farm in Oman next year. The Executive Office for the National Committee for Civil Defense organized an emergency management program in Rostaq to raise readiness level of civil defense subcommittees. The program focused on developing the capabilities of decision makers to make the right and favorable call during emergency. Experts and attendees discussed real and potential scenarios and other countries' experiences in this field in order to effectively act in minimizing potential damages. Family and Child Road Traffic Forum reached in its third destination in the Governorate of Buraymi. The forum is an awareness initiative involving many government institutions with an aim to raise good road practices and minimize traffic accidents. The forum included a sketch, an exhibition, and a child painting corner reflecting concepts and drawings on traffic safety. The forum was organized by Traffic Safety Committee and Royal Court Affairs. The exhibition of student companies concluded by demonstration promising talents, products, and services. More details on the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai.
Over 65 companies of college students and a number of school students have gathered at the exhibition center where they have demonstrated promising talents, products and services organized by Injaz Oman. These students represent different colleges and universities, including schools across Oman, intended to market and promote their innovations to many visitors and companies who visited the exhibition.
I am Ruba Ahmed Al-Amri from Barakat bint Thalaba. I am in 10th grade and we had a really good experience here.
We are making applications for one specific type of places that they sell food for only home.
We are from Wadi Beni Kharos school and we got good experience to be here.
This particular edition of the company's program tested the augmenting diversity and overhaul of entrepreneurship in various sectors.
From the Higher College of Technology, we are providing a fish feed that is innovated. Obviously, it is made in Oman. Therefore, it will actually secure the fish feed farming in Oman.
Watered company is from Sultan Qaboos University. Our product is from waste palm and recycled plastic. We call it DPPC. We are trying to save the environment.
As the marketing manager of Hot Dog, represented by the Scientific College of Design, what we're trying to develop over here is that we're trying to make a platform for all the freelancers in Oman and in the GCC as well. That's related to photography and that's related to graphic design.
From the Scientific College of Design, we are specialists in designing a machine, a vending machine that consider the necessary things that women need.
We are a student from Sultan Qaboos University. Our product is from the West, which is try to protect the environment from the plastic.
Indeed, these students have very well showcased their abilities and talents that they have accomplished with a delivery of original and dynamic inventions that charmed visitors from the society and industry.
Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates with chances of low clouds late at night and early morning over the governorates of South Sharqiya. Winds will be northwesterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Excellency, the Foreign Minister of Egypt, values the efforts exerted by His Majesty the Sultan in dealing with the international and regional issues. The Consultative Council of GCC discusses in Muscat aspects related to social networking. And the Ministry of Oil and Gas reveals during a press conference that the Rabab Harwil project will be activated within this year. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, thank you for watching and have a great night.